Welcome everybody to a new Smart Sea Society investing video. My name is Stupido and this week we're gonna talk about trading with the Smart Sea Society tools in combination with the Hello Moon tools. So if you're new here, what we always like to do is we give you the tools that you can trade the best with in the Solana NFT space. And a lot of times this includes our tools, but we also like to combine them with other very valuable tools in the space. So if you saw our video about 2 weeks back, we did this with NFT and Spect. We looked at some projects over there that were pumping in their tools, and then we looked them in the Smart Sea Society tools. And we actually found Gothic degens in that way, and we found them at 8 SOL, and they went all the way up to like 18 SOL, I think. So let's try to do this week as well. So we're here at the Hello Moon tool, and if you don't know about them, they have really valuable tools, and the one I like the most is the smart money inflow and outflow. So you can see them over here and you can see them over here. And we're gonna hop into their Discord to see what this actually means, smart money. So as you can see here at point 6, what is smart money? It's NFT traders that have been consistently yielding a positive return on investments, have a pretty large amount of SOL and generally outperform the market. So what they do is they track wallets and they can actually see which traders are doing the best in the space, and then they're gonna track what they are buying. So it's always smart to follow the smart money. So as you can see here, we've got the smart money inflow, like I told you, and the smart money outflow. So the inflow actually are projects that are being bought into a lot by smart money, and smart money outflow is actually the projects that the smart money is selling right now. So this one is really valuable if you want to buy, and this one is really valuable if you're looking to sell. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go below and we're gonna look at their chart, and we're gonna filter it on the smart money flows, and you can see actually the projects that have been bought into the most. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see like, hey, are these projects really a good buy right now? And we're gonna see them in the Smart Sea Society graphs, and then combine those tools to actually make sure you make the most educated trades. So let's start with DJ and Fat Cats. They're at place 1 right now in the smart money flow. So we're gonna look at them in the Smart Sea Society graph. So as you can see, we've put the DJ and Fat Cats in the graph, and we're gonna look if our tools confirm that this is a good buy or not. So if you've been around here, then you know we always like to focus on 2 certain things, and that's mentions and listed count. So mentions, obviously you want them going up, and listed count, you want them going down. So what we can see here is mentions have been actually decreasing a bit. So there's a bit less relevancy right now. If you can see here, the graph, I also like to look at them in the table, and you can see it's decreasing. So it's not that relevant on Twitter anymore like it was before. But if we look at the listed count, it's significantly decreasing. So from this point, let's see, this is about 24 hours ago. You can see the listed count went all the way down from 162 to 107. And another thing that's really important to look at is the floor price, because a lot of times if the listed count has decreased, then the floor price already went up with it. But right now you can see floor price was here 13.88, and right now it's 14.2. So there's almost no increase. So what do we got? We've got the smart money inflow from Hello Moon that says a lot of smart money is buying it. We see a listed count decrease, but we don't see it confirmed by the mentions. Still, it might be a very nice project to look at. So let's look at the second one, Vandal City. It almost has the same bar as DJ and Fat Cat, so a lot of smart money is buying it right now. I'm gonna look into the graph to see if it's being confirmed by those indicators I just talked about. So we've got the graph right here, and we wanna focus on the mentions again, on the listed count. And you can see listed count is actually increasing quite a bit, and mentions have been decreasing also the last few days a bit. So that might not be the best. I think we called them in our Twitter signals 6 days ago. So that was when they were at 2.4, and then the mention count really started increasing, and they went all the way up to 4.7. But right now, it's not really a very good buy if you ask me. I mean, still there's a lot of smart money inflow coming in, and it can always turn around. But if we just purely look at the data, mention count decreasing, listed count increasing, then I would say this is not something we want to look for. Let's look at one more to see if this will be a good buy. Bubba Goose Ballers, it has slightly less smart money flow, but still might be useful if it gets confirmed by those other indicators in our platform. We're here at the Bubble Goose 7-day chart, and we've got some interesting data here. You can see mention count is increasing the last few days quite a lot. And this is something important to note. You always see this little dip here every day. That's because right here, most of the US is sleeping. So obviously there's a lot less hype than on Twitter. But you can see here the dip is already a lot higher than it was the day before. And the high point is very much higher. So mention count is increasing. And if you look at listed count, then it's decreasing a lot. Like from here, it's 872 all the way down to 700. But we always want to look at the floor price. Has it moved with it already or not? Well, we see here that it already had two quite significant bumps. Right here from 7.7 to 9.3 and from 8.9 till 10. So right now it's a little dip while listed count is still decreasing. And because of the mentioned increase, this might be a very nice one to look at. But there's already been two pimps, so you have to be aware of that. So let's look at the other side. I mean, where is smart money flowing out? So we have to click on here and we can see fruits. A lot of smart money is flowing out. So maybe you have some fruits, maybe you were looking to buy some. Let's look at them in a chart to see if you should sell or if you should buy right now. So let's look at the indicators again. We've got mentions, which has been quite significantly increasing, and we've got listed count, which has been decreasing. And let's look at the floor price. Yeah, had a bit of bumps, but not a lot if you look at those other two indicators. So if you were looking to sell this one or maybe buy into it, and you looked at the smart money flow and you were like, maybe this is not a good time to buy, or maybe it might be a good time to sell. Well, it's not being confirmed by the other indicators. So it's quite a difficult one to what you should do here, but definitely good to look at all those indicators together and to make the most educated trade based on that. Let's look at one more to conclude this video and see what it tells us. And that's Yank and juveniles. Let's go at them in the graph and let's see where they're at. So Yank and juveniles just minted. You can see that because we've looked 7 days back, but it's only doing 1.5 days. So you know they just minted. And you can see that the mentions have been decreasing a lot. And one thing I have to tell you, after you mint it, it's really hard to keep that momentum going from the mint day, because obviously on the mint day a lot of people are going to tweet about it. So it's not really that bad if you see the current graph. But if you look at listed count, it's increasing a lot, and you can see floor prices going down as well. So this is actually being confirmed that the smart money is flowing out, listed count is increasing, mention count is decreasing as well. So if you were looking to sell this one or buy this one, you have to take into account that that's really not good factors to look at. So in conclusion, we always recommend you to use multiple tools and to use the tools that actually have value. So we talked about NFT and spec 2 weeks ago. We're talking about Hello Moon right now, and Smart Society tools always help you with an extra bit of education as well. But maybe if you're trading right now, you can also look at all three combined. And if you look at all those tools together, then you can make profits even in this bear market. So I hope you like this video. I'm at this chart right now from Smart Society and we're looking really good. We're gonna launch our scalp signals Thursday and they're optimized to gain crazy profits within 1 day. So we're really excited about that launch. If you don't know about it, make sure to hop in our Discord. The link is below, and you can also make sure to check our Twitter for recent updates. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of us and more of these investing series, make sure to subscribe, because every week we've got a new video. So hopefully see you next week.